Good morning. It is day 83 on the TA. You're looking at the Tararuas on a very chilly and breezy morning. Stayed at Nichols' hut last night. About half a kilometer ago. It is now 6:50 a.m. We've already climbed 119 meters just to get out of camp and get up here to the top of this hill. So we have about 18 plus kilometers to do today, so more than the last couple of days. Hopefully we can make it in a decent time. I'm guessing it's probably going to be 11 or 12 hours potentially, which is why we got started a little bit earlier this morning. But yeah, it's breezy and cold up here. The climb to get up here was a little sketchy, right along the edge of the ridge. So it was difficult, but we're here. We made it, and we're headed to another hut tonight. I can't quite remember the name off the top of my head, but we've got a really long descent shortly before that. So not sure if that's going to be easy or difficult, but anyway, just enjoying the views while we have them. Hope you're having a great day. My hand is pretty cold, so I'm gonna end it there. All right, catch up with you shortly. You can see the cloud mist in the air blowing over the ridge. All right, continuing on. We're somewhere around a kilometer in. It's taken a while. That was including leaving the hut, that was about 45 minutes. All right, we've made it to the top of Mount Crawford. That was one heck of a climb. I've got 420 meters from camp of ascent. You can see the ridge line right there that we just walked all the way up. And it's quite breezy, cloudy. You know, clouds are blowing through here, but man, what a view. Phew, and it's still cold. All right. I think that's our high point for the day, thankfully. And we're headed down that way now, and then a big descent. the descending has begun. It's a little slick right here, but it's not too bad. And down into the forest again. The descent hasn't been too bad. Pretty walkable without any issues, but yeah, this is just like yesterday. Looks like this is going to be a really nice section. It's really pretty down here with the trees, and the trail is in decent shape most of the time. A few down trees here and there, but otherwise it's good.
This is ridiculous.
I know, this is a kind of a... I wonder how long that tree's been there. Seems like a long time. Nope, you're not quite out yet. There you go. Alright, I think we finally made it to the bottom. We're going to be walking along a stream or a river or something for quite a while. But seems as though we've made it down to that level, even though I think the stream is right over there. This is nice through here. That was had some pretty steep descents through that section to get down here, so this is nice if we can actually just walk for a while. And there it is, as advertised, a bridge. That is longer than it looks, and it's a little awkward to walk on. It's kind of the mesh, the chain is kind of grabby on your shoes when you're wearing hiking shoes, at least. So, but all good. All right, good job. Beautiful water down there. Very clear. Gorgeous. Looks like a good swimming hole over there too. All right, here we are with the wrap up for day 83. We didn't quite do the mileage or the distance that we planned on doing today, or thought we might do.
We did the time though.
But we did the time. Yeah. And I think that's just kind of how it goes in this section. You don't quite know, and they have a recommendation for kind of hut to hut.
They have a suggestion.
Yes,
on
not a
how
recommendation.
much time it should take.
Right.
And for us, I think we're like about at least 1 to 2 hours
over that time.
Their suggested time.
Right.
And that's my fault.
No, it's
slow.
It's a slow go. It's tough, this section. So yeah, so we were at Nichols Hut last night, and got up early. Beautiful sunrise this morning, so that was great. And immediately climbed. It was, even just out of camp, we had to get back to the trail, and it was climbing. But then I didn't even appreciate how far we had to climb. I guess I just didn't review it well enough last night or something like that.
It's hard to see it when you're looking at the app versus what you're actually doing.
Right, yeah, looking at an elevation map on your phone is a little bit different.
I think we climbed another 2,000 feet.
Cool, it was,
to get to the mountain, and then,
Crawford Mountain, I think, at Mount Crawford.
Yes.
We summited that, and that was the high elevation point of the day.
Let me just say this, it was very rugged, more so than I think that we've had the other 2 days being out here. There was a lot more rock bouldering types of situations to get up to it, I think.
I think,
and then
yeah,
down.
just before last night's hut and
Yes.
just after
Yes.
last night's hut,
It's
yes.
a little bit more technical.
Yeah.
And it was super windy this morning as
It
well.
was, yeah.
This is the first day that we've had wind.
Yes.
It's been calm the last
Yeah.
otherwise. But yeah, so it was windy and it was cold.
Cold, yeah.
And yeah, and then just
yeah.
hand over hand at times to kind of get up.
Yeah, and
and then across the ridges and things like that,
Right.
which is beautiful and amazing.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
But it's work.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
There were some times where it was just like,
if it weren't, yeah,
this is really hard.
I think if it weren't, you couldn't appreciate the what was around you as much, just because you were working so hard. But we had those times, and there were quite a few of them, where we were just walking the ridge, and it was walkable, so you could look around, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just like mountains and mountains and
Yeah.
layers and layers.
Right,
It's
and the
just-
clouds coming across the mountains, and other mountains in the distance, kind of peeking out above the clouds. It was really cool. So it was a good day in that regard. Then we eventually made it over the summit and started heading down, and then we got into the forest.
Which I love the forest.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's super moss covered, and
Yeah.
it's very just kind of like old forest.
Right. And that was the rest of our day going through that. And yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, it really is cool. It's like,
Yeah.
old forest. It's really neat.
But we had to descend like 3,000 plus feet at that point.
Way
then.
down, yeah.
Way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew we were going to go way down, not only because of the elevation map, but I knew we were coming down to a river.
Yes.
And you could see the river from the top. You could see some bodies of water at
far
the
down it
bottom.
was.
Yeah. So you could kind of see how far we were going to go. But
Yeah.
so but that was tough going down through there. It was
steep at times.
Yeah, we could move
Some mud.
a little bit more quickly because there wasn't the grasses and stuff that were hiding the trail, but still it was slow go because
Every
of,
step is just calculated.
yeah, because it's so steep, and
Yeah.
the rocks and the roots and things like that. So but again, it was a beautiful section. I really liked it. Then we got down to the river, crossed the bridge, which was kind of
swing bridge.
Yeah, it was just and we've been on worse.
That was
It was
one of the more.
it moved a little bit.
It did, but it was all just cable and
Yeah,
mesh wire.
Yes.
It wasn't kind of planks or anything like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So,
And it kind of grabbed my shoes as I
Yes.
was going across.
yeah,
It was
there were a
kind of,
lot of rough edges on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
so that was interesting to cross that. Then it was just I don't know, half kilometer or so to get here to the hut, which was pretty cruisy.
Which was
That
lunch.
was-
That
yeah.
was our lunch spot.
Yeah. So
2:00.
Yep. So yeah, show you the shelter here, or the hut. But
And,
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just decided, that's it. That's enough. We do have some extra food for this section, knowing that we could potentially get stuck in weather or whatever. So we decided that we're just going to stop here.
Yeah. Well, it was
And-
once again estimated another 6 hours,
6 hours.
to the next hut,
Right.
which is 8 hours. Per
And yeah, that
Minutes.
would have put us at dark.
Yeah.
So it wasn't worth
And
it.
we were both exhausted at that
Yeah,
point.
it was-
Knees
yeah,
hurt,
pretty-
ankles hurt.
yep.
It's just
Yeah, so it was a good call. We had a nice afternoon. We got to go down to the river and clean
Rinse our
ourselves
clothes.
up a little bit. Yeah,
rinse our clothing out.
Yeah. So it was a good day. Tomorrow is pretty much the same. We have planned to go to the next hut, which is where we were going to go today originally. So that is, 4 to 6 hours is what it says. It'll probably be a good 6 hours. There is a slip in there somewhere. There's a minor detour for that. So it should be fine, but that's in there. So I think we'll be good. It'll be probably a tough day again. So.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for 80. What did I say? 3?
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night.
Well, we stopped for lunch here at the Y to Weiwei hut and decided that was good enough for today. We left, I think, this morning around 6. We got here at 2. So it was a long day. It was a difficult day. And decided that this was good. We got a really nice view of the river here. We were able to wash up in a little bit and get the salt and mud off of us, which was great. And of course, just like all the other huts, this is a nice one. Sleeps, I don't even know, 12 or so. yeah, maybe more, and has all the regular amenities of the huts out here with the water tanks and the little sink to wash up in, and areas to cook and everything. And down in there, believe there's some camping, and of course there's always a privy. All right, that is the Wai Te Wewe hut.